Hello crafters, this is Suzanne from A Creative Muse, and I'm here now with the tutorial portion of the video where I'm going to show you how to do this blending for the chicken using your Copic markers or any alcohol markers. How to pick the colors and just go for it and have fun. That was the first time I colored the chicken and I realized there's so much play here. Why not give it a more rainbow effect and just go for it? So we're going to color this one, okay? And I'm not going to speed the video. I'm going to keep it at speed so you can color it with me if you get those markers or you have something close to it and you can follow along. Alrighty, crafters, let's get into this video. Let's get started. These are the Copic colors that I was using. Here you can take a screenshot if you have a lot of these colors. These seem to blend very well together. I have greens, blues, turquoise, orange, yellow, red, those kind of colorways. Alrighty, as I zoom the camera down, because normally when I'm coloring, my head is like right here. I started the chicken here from the back forward, did the head here, and let's say, for example, an easy combination for me was the reds. And most of the time, I was kind of coloring from dark to light. I'm going to do red, orange to yellow, okay? Here's an example of that red, orange, yellow blending, okay? And when you're doing this, just go for it. Don't think too hard. Just go for it. Okay, so let's start off with R29. I think I also had some R37. Let's go with the darker red first. So I did like just a touch, like so. And I didn't even do like crazy blending like I normally do. You know, go super, super duper Copic coloring. And I took a class from a Copic certified instructor when my craft store was open. That's how I learned to color. But, I mean, she taught us stuff, but you still had to go home and practice. And then now I'm going to come into my lighter color. That was R27. This is now R24. See how the grade starts to go? Then I'm going to bring in orange. I'm going into YR16. Notice how I'm not going terribly, like I'm not there. See how it just blends? Easy as that. I'm telling you. Don't think too hard on it. YR7, which would be just a little bit brighter. Or maybe sometimes darker. Here, I could do it dark here. Come back in. I forgot what I did. And then this is YR16. There we go. And I could come back in. The red is drying a little bit. I could come back in now with the yellows. Let me get 19. This is on Copic Express It cardstock. So you get that push-pull. Do you see what I'm doing? Just pushing and pulling. Y15. And depending on what kind of color you want, I like to have a more golden color. And then this is the bright yellow. Y08, I should say. That gives you that bright yellow. And then you can pull. And then let it dry a little bit. Go back over the red if you want to add a little touch. I do. So I'm going to go back in with that R37. Darken that up. See what's happening? Skip the R29. I'm going to go into R27. I don't want it too dark, but I do want a little bit more like that. Come into this orange. I think the Y07 was a little bit brighter. Do you see what's happening? Now, normally I color a little slower, so I don't get that little bleed. And then come into the YR16. Then come into Y19 and push. Because the Express It cardstock gives you that push-pull. See what's happening when I do like that? I get the push-pull. Try not to get too hard of a line. Just go for it. Notice how fast I'm coloring? That's what I did. I wasn't thinking too much. Because when I stopped to think, that's when my blend wasn't working. And then I'll come in with the Y08 and push it back down. There goes the chicken. Isn't that fabulous? Love. Now, let's say I wanted to play even more funky. I could then come up back with the Y19. I'm going to do the head, but I'm going to go into turquoise in this one, like so. You don't have a lot of space here, so I'm going a little bit slower. And then come in with the Y15. You want to leave a little bit of room for the other color. Just push, pull. 8. There we go. Then now I'm going to go into these blues. Going to do BG13 and BG11. BG13 is going to be a little bit bright. So let me see. I don't want to put in too much yet. Okay, I'm going to stop there. Come into the BG11. This one I'm coloring a little bit faster. You see how I still going for it. Come down here, pull it. BG13 again. Then 11. Go around that eye. Try not to go in the eye because the eye stays white. More pulling. Let me go into that Y08. But still keeping the integrity of the color. So just blend, 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 blend. And I'm going to go to Y15 here. And let me get that 11. The 11 is what's going to give me a better transition. BG11. So that now gives me a little push, pull, push, pull. And you'll notice on the back, if it becomes too wet, too saturated, just wait on it, let it dry out a little bit, then go back in. But you can see how the colors transition here. Isn't that fun? Love. Let me go back in. I want to brighten this up a little bit. So I'm going to just go tick, 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 tick. There. I'm going to stop there. Look at my fun chicken. Then I could go a more solid color here if I wish. I could change it up. Let me cap this back. BG11, BG13. I could use YG01, go more solid like so. Put a little green. YG05. Hopefully I stayed in focus. Like that. Come back in again. But don't go crazy taking forever. There's no reason to go forever with this, which is great. There we go, YG01. Okay, looks like I'm going to finish this out. I want to pop a blue, so let's go B05. Now B05 is going to be a strong saturated color, so I'm going to tone it down with B02. This is small, so you don't have to go like professional coloring. Keep the center quiet. B01. And push. There. Done. Am I still going? I guess I am. Let me come back into that turquoise. So this is BG13. I'm going to darken this up though a little bit with BG49. You see how that gives it more of a, look at that. Okay. Come back into that BG13. Come here, come here, come here. Now I'm going to use a little bit of colorless blender. Get rid of that little touch of orange. That's there. Get rid of that little touch of BG that's here. There we go. Come in with BG11. Little bit of more 13. Just for the shadows here. We have the lights and the shadows. And there I go. I'm not going to go no further. That's good enough. I can see the transition. For the beak, we're going to go into, we can do YR18 here. Just a little. There. Done. Me go into YR18 here too while I'm at it. This is a little darker orange. Just right there. Come back into, okay, when you have your Copic marker, your alcohol marker. Just wipe it with a little bit of alcohol on this glass surface. It'll clean up in a second. I love that. Love, love, love. YR16. There we go. YR07. Gives that pop. Go back into that 16. Push and pull. And we have a chicken. Then I would put a little bit of glossy accents around here. If the glossy accents, because this is small, just use your finger while it's wet and push it. Or you could use your black glaze pen too and brighten all this up if you wish. So there you go. Another chicken ready to go. Copic coloring fun. Alrighty, crafters. Thanks so much for watching. Look at all these markers. Until the next video, everything will be detailed and linked below. I had a ton of fun with all this Simon Hurley goodness and coloring up my little chickens. Look how easy that was. Just go for it. Don't think too hard. Play, play, play. Use the proper paper though, so you can get the push-pull effect. Enjoy all this fun if you get these chickens and everything else. And definitely get those paint swatches too. And lunar paste and the stencils. All right, crafters, stay crafty, my friends. Bye.